Hey everyone, I'm Ghost, and to start out, I just kind of want to give you all a big welcome back. It's been like 4 months since I've last uploaded. I've been really busy. But anyway, what I want to do today was just to take a look back on my favorite game of all time, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Because as you all know, tomorrow morning is the big E3 conference, where we are expecting Breath of the Wild 2 news. Of course, they might skip out on it for Age of Calamity, but I'm really hoping we see some Breath of the Wild 2 news. Now felt like the right time to take a look back, so let's go ahead and do it. I can still remember the exact day when Switch and Breath of the Wild released. I came home and recorded my first Breath of the Wild video before I had to go play in the band at my school. I could still remember it. It feels like yesterday. This game brought me a feeling that was just so hard to describe. It gave people livelihoods for years to come without having content released consistently. This game was just packed to the brim in every corner of the map. There were so many little Easter eggs and secrets to find, and all of these led to channels being based on Zelda and Zelda lore. In addition to that, channels have made countless videos analyzing music of Breath of the Wild, which are some of my favorite videos on the platform.
So this soundtrack was actually originally written and performed on the piano. It had a focus on ambient music that was relevant to the environments rather than the upbeat music of some of the previous Zelda games. In fact, the composers, they made a rule for themselves that rather than just relying on utilizing popular tracks from past games as a form of fan service, they challenged themselves to create truly relevant and authentic sounds for the specific environments involved.
Of course, we can't forget about the glitches in Breath of the Wild, which helped build the foundation for so many funny moments. They also helped build the speedrunning community, which has some of the most hilarious runs I've seen in speedrunning period. The glitches that have been found in Breath of the Wild involving things like physics have been quite incredible to watch, and I'm still wondering if many of these will be possible in Breath of the Wild 2. One other really big thing that I want to mention was the modding community for this game. It's honestly bigger than anything I could have ever imagined. It all started out with Semu optimizing this game for their platform, and from there on out it was just a flow of insane content that has been made from the community. We no longer have cel-shaded graphics, we have insane graphics mods. You can customize the outside of Hyrule Castle. You can change the weather to what you want at any time. You can use a free cam. You can play as Zelda from Breath of the Wild 1 and 2. You can play as Steve from Minecraft if you wanted to. You can play on Mario 64 maps. You can do pretty much anything. Some of my favorite mods have come from Waikuteru and Banan, who I've shown in a couple previous videos. They're insanely talented, and I recommend checking them out. Of course, the most important thing that has come from this game is the content creators and the community. I've watched people such as the Bread Pirate, Tyler Townsend, Nehru, Triforce Trends, Gamescapes, Newborn Killick, Troll Squad 57, Truth Force, Zeltic, Medi, Xenogamer, Harley and Luke, and so many more. These people make some of the greatest YouTube content on the platform, and it's such a privilege to be able to see how they have evolved over the past couple years. I really have to emphasize that these are some of the brightest minds on the platform, and I recommend checking all of them out. So yeah, here we are. It feels like the last few years have really led up to this moment. We still don't even know if Breath of the Wild 2 will even be shown, but there's such a good chance in my eyes. Breath of the Wild has really been something special, and only people who have played it in depth understand what I'm talking about. On the outside, it seems like a regular old open world game, but when you actually experience all that it has to offer, it's more than anything you could have imagined. The community is very alive and well even after so many years, because this is one of the most revolutionary games of our time, and I am so grateful that I'm able to share this passion with all of you. But anyway, on to E3 tomorrow. I really hope that it shows up, please Nintendo. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.